Okay, we're back with another episode of High Rated Edison, and today we have Taco Lexus 100 on 419 going up against Moscow on 1028. So this game is post ratings reset. So there's going to be some duelists that have some pretty questionable ratings to be featured for high rated, but we've got at least one high rated duelist, and this is a bit of a different deck, so I wanted to check this one out. So opening hands are Burial, Sirocco, Deck Devi, Necro Gardener, Deep Prison and Raiko. Bottomless, Trap Stun, Offering to the Snake Deity. Target one face up reptile monster you control, and two cards your opponent controls destroy all three targets. Deep Prison and Mysterious Triangle. Quick play spell. Destroy one monster on the field with an A counter. Then you can special summon one level 4 alien monster from your deck destroyed during the end phase. This is aliens going up against Vayu Turbo. So Moscow are going to start with set Raiko, set Deck Devi, and pass. Draw for turn is Alien Warrior, level 4 Earth. I'm assuming that no one's seen the aliens before, or if you have, it's been like in passing or whatever. Like, it's a bit of a rogue deck, so I'm going to go over them in this match. So level 4 Earth, Reptile. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, place 2 A counters on the monster that destroyed it. If a monster with an A counter battles an alien monster, it loses 300 attack and defense for each A counter during damage step only. And this is 18 attack, which is pretty relevant. So we're going to summon that out and going to set the Offering. Pass, draw for turn is Raiko. They're going to flip the Raiko, and then they're going to get hit with the Alien Icarus attack. Going to set the Raiko, set the Deep Prison after milling the Raiko, the Greffer Hamster Trap Dust Shoot. And they're going to pass it back. Draw for turn is Alien Ammonite. So this is a level 1 light reptile. When this card is normal summoned, you can target one level 4 lower alien monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but destroy during the end phase, so a bit like Blizzard. Just going to set the Trap, Stun, set the Bottomless, pass, draw for turn is Caius. Okay, so I can flip the Raiko now, go after one of these, hits the Bottomless, mills Vayu there, which could be relevant. Caius coming down now. That's going to try and take out the other back row, which is Trap Stun. That's going to get him for 24. Yeah, good calls on which picks there. That was very relevant. Draw for turn is Planet Pollutant Virus, so I have to explain this card. I only know these because one of the guys at my Edison locals has played Aliens before. So, and I'm old enough to remember the alien cards. So tribute one alien monster. Destroy all face-up monsters your opponent controls without A counters. This can get you started. Also, until the end of your opponent's third turn after this card resolves, place one A counter on each monster they summon. So a bit like some of the virus cards, Deck Devi, etc. are going to last a few turns after it's destroyed. So Ammonite coming out now. That's going to re-summon the Alien Warrior. Going to use those to go into Cosmic Fortress Golgar. So this is going through them all really quickly, which is nice. This is a level 5 light reptile synchro monster. Requires Alien Ammonite and one other alien monster, which is always going to have to be a level 4. Once per turn, you can select any number of face-up spell or trap cards, return those cards to their owner's hands, and distribute new A counters among monsters on the field equal to the number of cards returned. Once per turn, you can remove 2 A counters from anywhere on the field, destroy one card your opponent controls. I'm going to try and get into the Caius now. It's going to get met with a D Prison. They're going to set the D Prison of their own and pass. Draw for turn is a Vayu. Caius going to attempt to get in now, and that's going to get met with a D Prison. Just going to set the Necro Gardener, pass. Draw for turn is another Alien Ammonite. So this can go off now. It's going to repeat the same synchro again. Yes, they're going to make another Golgar now. Golgar's going to get into the Necro Gardener, and they're going to set the Planet Pollutant Virus, which is going to potentially be very, very relevant here. So Ammonite going to dump the Plague. Yep. And then, yeah, the Taco is just going to scoop from there because they can see that that is not going to be something they can play through. Okay. Opening hands, game number 3. Lila, Dust Tornado, Sirocco, Fossil Diner, and Plague. DD Crow, Alien Kid, level 4, light reptile monster. Place 1 A counter on all monsters, special summon to your opponent's field. If a monster with an A counter battles an alien monster, it loses 300 attack and defense for each A counter during the damage calculation only. Gauze, MST, Sangan, and another copy of Alien Kid. Randomly expensive. This card was only printed in Super once, I think. MST and Sangan getting set. Pass, draw for turn is the Burial. Lila coming out now. Lila going to attempt to get in. That's going to be successful. That's going to add Ammonite to hand. Then Lila going to hit the MST. Set the Dust Tornado. Mills are Greffa, Heavy, and Caius. Draw for turn is the Alien Warrior. So Alien Kid can come out now. That can get over the Lila. Pass, draw for turn is the Armonite. Soraka coming down. That's going to get rid of the Alien Kid. And pass, draw for turn is another Ammonite. Ammonite going to bring back the Kid. Use these to make a Golgar. Golgar can get into the Sirocco. And pass, draw for turn is a Gardener. They're just going to set the Plague and pass. Bit unfortunate they're drawn into both darks, so they would rather have milled or sent off the Armonite. Draw is Honest there. Yeah, these are all lights, so Honest actually is very relevant in this deck. Pass, draw for turn is a Greffa now. Greffa's a good pickup here. This can be used with the Gardener. So they're going to attempt a Plague. They're going to stack, but that is going to get hit with a Crow. Gardener can come, Greffa sorry, can come down now. Get rid of Gardener, dump Vayu. And then Vayu can go off with Sirocco for Armed Wing. Yeah, they can DDR, oh sorry, Burial, the 3 in Banished, stack for the Plague again, use these for a level 8, and that's a Colossal Fighter. Attack now. Yeah, they're just doing life. They are going to use the Honest. Colossal Fighter is going to summon itself back out after it's destroyed by battle, and they're going to pass. Draw for turn is the Planet Pollutant Virus. So they're going to summon the Ammonite. They're going to do, okay, the double Ammonite. Yeah, this can make a Brio. This is good. They can pitch 2 of the aliens to bounce back the back row and the Colossal. The Brio can go in. That's going to get met with the Gardener. They can set the Planet Pollutant Virus. Okay. I feel there was a lot of commitment into a Brio. I don't know, that didn't feel great. Felt like there were other lines. I don't know the alien deck that well. I know what some of the cards do, but yeah, that just didn't feel good. So going to banish the Vayu and the Armed Wing. That's going to bring out the Armor Master. Armor Master going to attempt to get into the Brio, but Planet Pollutant Virus now, yeah, so they contribute the Alien Ammonite. This is one of the things they couldn't do in the game 1. They couldn't use this because they had, like the Golgar is not an alien card. It's a reptile, but doesn't have alien in the name. So they can do it here though, which is probably why they've left an Ammonite on the field, because now they contribute 1 alien, destroy the face-up cards. Don't have any A counters. Yeah, it's not that have A counters, it's that don't have A counters. Cool. So they're going to set the Dust Tornado now. Pass, draw for turn is the Alien Kid. Alien Kid going to get in, and then Brio going to get in as well. Draw for turn is Royal Oppression. They're going to Armonite. Yep. Dump the Vayu. This can make a Silver Win now, and this can get into the Brio and the Armageddon Knight. I was going to say, yeah, surely doesn't want to attack into the Alien Kid. Sets the Royal Oppression now and pass. They have got 1 use of Royal Oppression if they can do it, but yeah, this Alien Kid is going to stop that use being allowed, so that's going to get in. Now, draw for turn is Dad. Yeah, chose not to set the Bottomless here. The Dad is massively oversubscribed on Darks though, so they are going to be okay for a little while. Yeah, okay, so the virus has stopped being in effect now. Draw for turn is Compulse. Compulse is going to get hit with the Dust Tornado in end phase. Draw for turn is the Rotor now. So they're going to Rotor for the Armonite. Yeah, this is good. Armonite can dump a Vayu. This is getting you closer to 3 darks, but you still 1 away. So this is Armed Wing now. Armed Wing. Yeah, going to go in. That's going to get met with the Gauze. Yeah, they really should have gone with the Armonite first, but okay. Maybe they just wanted the damage in from the Armed Wing. Maybe they wanted to do more damage than have this dropped separately. but Moscow is gonna just scoop it up there. Yeah, that scoop kind of tells you it may have been a misplay. Okay, opening hands, game number 3, Chaos Sork, Gale, Alien Warrior, Ammonite, and Crow. On this side you've got Dyna, Royal Oppression, Jar of Greed, Raikou, Sirocco, and Vayu. Okay, so I'm going to set the Raikou, set the Jar, set the Oppression. Pass, draw for turn is Alien Kid. Alien Kid coming out now. It's going to attack into the Raikou, but get destroyed by it. Mills are Oppression, Rota, and Burial there. Pass, draw for turn is Hamster. Hamster going to get set and pass. Ooh, draw for turn is the Knock. Nice. Very nice. Yes, that's both Hamsters out. Now they can summon the Alien Warrior and get in for 18. Pass, draw for 10 is Braincon. They can Sirocco now. Yeah, there's potentially a line where they just Braincon this first, but this is fine. They're just going to get 2 counters on that Sirocco instead. Draw for turn is Honest. Okay, now they've got the Ammonite play. That's going to get met with Oppression. Pass, draw for turn is Greffa. Jar of Greed's going to help them see another Sirocco, so Greffa can come down now, pitch the Sirocco. Oh, right, they've pitched to special the Greffa. Oh, no. Oh, no. I didn't catch that. I thought it was Greffa discard the Sirocco. But yeah, they were pitching this to special summon the Greffa. And Taco is just going to use their own oppression against them. Which is nice. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so Dyna coming out as the normal summon. 12 and then 2k. Pass, draw for turn is Alien Warrior now. Yeah, so the alien stuff is interesting, right? So not using Braincon to tribute over the Alien Warrior last time means that this Sirocco has 2 A counters on it, meaning if it attacks an alien monster when you've got one on the field with this effect on, it's going to lose 600 attack and defense, meaning it's effectively a 1400. So yeah, this is significant. Gale can half the Sirocco now. And then get over it. Yep, I think that's fine. Because obviously it would have pumped next turn if they didn't do that. Pass, draw for turn is Allure. Allure going to go off now. That's going to see Raikou and Bottomless. They're going to have to banish their own Vayu. Yeah, I'm going to send the Dyna to defense, set the Bottomless, set the Raikou, and pass. Draw for turn is a Dad. I was going to say, there's no Darks in rotation yet. Gale going to half the Dyna. And then attack into the Raikou. Raikou going to destroy it. Mills the Torrential, MST Heavy. Oof. Even though we don't see, any back row in the hand of the alien player right now, you do actually want to try and hold on to your back row removal. So Alien Warrior coming down. That's going to get met with Bottomless. Pass, draw for turn is another Bottomless. Then you get him for 600 with the Fossil Dyna. Set the Bottomless. And pass. Draw for turn is a Gauze. Honest can come out now. That can clear the Dyna. Bounce back. And pass. Draw for turn is Deep Prison. Pass. Draw for turn is Offering again. So, yeah, they haven't got a Reptile they can put in play. But that is a good card to see against the Oppression. Yeah, going to get him with the Honest. Bounce back. Pass. Draw for turn is Armonite. Armonite coming out now. Dumps the Vayu effect. Going to get hit with Crow on the Vayu. Yep. And they're just going to set the Deep Prison pass. Yeah, maybe reading the Gauze. Draw for turn is TT. Going to set the Honest, set the TT, and pass. Draw for turn is another copy of Armonite. Armonite can come out. This can dump another Vayu, I think. Yeah, I was going to say, I think they've got one more left. And that can be used now for the Armed Wing. But that's going to get met by TT. Yep. Nice. Okay, the alien player is able to stave off defeat. Maybe an Ammonite gets them back in. Maybe. Draw for turn, there's traps. I know they're going to set that and pass. Draw for turn is Raikou, which they're going to set and pass. Draw for turn is Alien Shock Trooper. Here we go. Just a level 4 Earth reptile, but it's got Alien in the title, which is important, and it's a 1900 beat stick. So that's going to come down now. That's going to get met with Bottomless. That's going to get met with Trap Stun. Yeah, okay. This is nice. They choose not to attack. Yeah, probably worrying that it is a Raikou. They really just want to stick the Offering. and then have that be the thing that kind of like helps them clear this board, I guess. Draw for turn, that was Solemn, which they are going to set and pass. Draw for turn is Sangan. Yeah, they chose not to do this in end phase. Yeah, the Solemn could easily stop this now. Sets the Sangan, pass. Draw for turn is Mirror Force. Okay. Sets the Mirror Force, pass. Draw for turn is Mirror Force, pass. Draw for turn is Necro, just going to set and pass. Yeah. With a slow game state this is created. Sets the MST. Yeah, sets the Greffer. It's a bit unfortunate they've just gone Greffer and Plague drawn back to back. Maybe they would have rather they held the Plague as opposed to just walling up here. Especially given that Gardener and Raikou are down, which are going to help you. Draw for turn now is Heavy Storm, pass. Draw for turn is Card Trooper. Okay, I don't quite get what the hold up is. I guess you're under oppression, but you've got D prison, so maybe you just want to like use the Raikou to get over something. I don't know. Maybe this is all correct. MST going to go off now. That's going to hit the Solemn. Oof, rough. Okay, then they can Offering, target 2 of the monsters, get rid of that and the Shock Trooper. Now they can Heavy. They've already hit the Solemn, so they'd only really be worried about Starlight Road. Yeah, I think that's a good Heavy, because it trades into an Ammonite now that can bring back. Okay, they're going to use all these for a Stardust. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yes, yeah, level 3. So Sangan is going to get to go off as well. Sangan can add another Alien Ammonite. Oh, there's no way. 1, 2, 3 with the Crow. Nice. Yeah, didn't even clock that. Yeah, totally missed it. But yeah, that is enough for Dad. Wow. Yep, hit 1 with the Crow, hit the other with the Sangan. They've got the Chaos Sorcerer for good measure. This is just flexing now. Yeah, wow. Oh no, we must be known. We must be known. Okay, very cool. Very cool. What game? Yeah, I mean, Aliens is a weird deck, right? So we didn't even really get to see it do that many alien things. But like Golgar is a bit of a house. It's really easy to make with like just spamming Ammonites. All the alien cards, once you get counters in rotation, you know, it does pretty well. But we didn't even see any of the like spell cards that do. I think there's like, I might be wrong here, but I'm pretty sure there's like spell cards. I think one's called Lab something, and I think that is also what helps you like generate A counters. But we didn't even see a whole lot of like A counter shuffling and all that kind of stuff. It was just the fact that it's like, you know, constantly got access to a level 5 2600 synchro monster, which is a bit of a problem. It's got a virus card, it's got an Icarus attack, and it can run a dark package that can allow you to bring out Dad and Chaos Sork. Like, just, yeah. Which is strange, because like the Golgar is a light, these are earth. This is like, there's not a whole lot of synergy there. It feels like the deck is almost just alien strapped with a dark package, but it's been successful here. And Moscow is an incredible player. Like, not to shine too much of a light on them, like now after a loss. It doesn't look good, but they're an incredible player. They're always in the top 100. Pretty consistently. I think we've seen them play a couple of different decks as well. I don't think they're always on Vayu, but they're regularly on the top tables, regularly in the high ratings. Been on the channel before, and you know, very clinical, very tactical player. So this is a huge win for an alien dark deck. And yeah, I'm not even quite sure how it happened, but good match to see either way. It was fun to go over some of the alien cards, bit of a throwback. And yeah, hopefully we see people experiment with the deck, because Golgar is just such a house, and it feels like something like this could very easily be kind of upper end of rogue, kind of tier 2, with a bit more like concentration, a bit more focus looking at it and refining the list. And you know, it's been able to take down a very good player here on a very competent deck.